Well, it's been 2 years since the first M3GAN, and in this sequel, a new AI robot, Amelia, is wreaking havoc and has Gemma, once again played by Allison Williams, on her hit list. However, a newly repentant M3GAN is still out there and eager to help, if Gemma gives her a new body, that is. So, M3GAN 2.0. Pretty daring for a sequel to a horror flick in that it does something rare for a follow-up. It totally switches genres. Granted, the first film was not particularly scary, but it was still technically a horror movie, albeit with very liberal doses of humor. M3GAN 2.0, however, isn't trying to be horror at all. It's a straightforward sci-fi action adventure with writer-director Gerard Johnstone getting to make this his riff on Terminator 2 Judgement Day, albeit with a fraction of the budget. While this aspect may turn off pretty territorial horror fans, the movie is actually a ton of fun with some surprisingly creative action as it switches M3GAN from being an antagonist to a hero. What helps is that Johnstone never intended for us to take the premise seriously, as if he realized that no one was especially frightened by M3GAN in the first film. Heck, we all rooted for her against the humans, so he's doubled down and made her a straight-up good guy. Oh, but how? Well, it turns out that M3GAN's consciousness survived the first film, and she feels bad that her actions upset Violet McGraw's Katie, who she's still programmed to protect. When Amelia comes along and threatens Gemma, it's the fact that Katie's in the crossfire that puts her into an alliance with Gemma and her surviving colleagues from the first film, John Van Epps' Tess and English teacher star Brian Jordan Alvarez, who has a much beefed up role this time. M3GAN 2.0 seems to have been working with a larger budget than usual for Blumhouse, with Johnstone staging some wild battles featuring M3GAN, once again played by Amy Donald and voiced by Jenna Davis, using a combination of animatronics, costumes, mocap, CGI, and more. M3GAN doesn't look real, but then again she doesn't have to. One area that the movie might have saved a bit in as far as the budget goes is that Amelia is played by actress Ivana Sakno and is supposed to look human. But there are also drones and plenty of humans for both robots to face off with, and some well-shot and choreographed action scenes. Johnstone does a good job staging the combat sequences with lots of martial arts and even a few scenes where some of the humans get to show off some impressive moves. The film is a surprising kind of love letter to martial arts, with one of the movie's funniest jokes revolving around Katie's newfound love of Aikido and Steven Seagal movies. If M3GAN 2.0 is a failing, it's that the humor's camp quotient is dialed way up and the script lacks the satiric edge of the original. Writer Kayla Cooper, who wrote The Great Malignant, only has a story by credit this time, as Johnstone seems to have tackled the writing solo this time. The humor is laid on a little too thick, with Alvarez's comic relief unnecessary in a movie that's already blatantly comic, while Jermaine Clement, in an extended cameo as an Elon Musk-type figure, delivers too broad a performance for a movie like this. However, Allison Williams, who came off as dull in the first movie, has a much juicier role this time, especially in its second half. It seems that with M3GAN 2.0, Johnstone did something similar to what Parker Finn did with Smile 2, in that he used what could have been a routine assignment and turned it into a showcase for his talents beyond the genre. While this may infuriate horror audiences expecting a more meat-and-potatoes sequel, no one could deny that the film is a lot of fun, even if it's a shade too long at 2 hours. I'm eager to see where Johnstone goes next. Even if after M3GAN 2.0, I'm not sure there's really anywhere else for this franchise to go. This kind of puts a bow on it nicely. Is M3GAN 2.0 a classic? No, definitely not, but it's fun and unpretentious, and I had a good time with it, so I give it a 7 out of 10.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.